A CZ-1012 just fired 5,000 rounds without cleaning, without lubrication, zero malfunctions. That's not supposed to happen with a Turkish shotgun, but it did. 10 years ago, Turkish guns meant cheap junk. Today, major brands like Weatherby, Stoeger, and CZ trust Turkish factories. Modern CNC machining changed everything. 5-axis mills cutting receivers in 12 minutes. Factories with ISO certification. Quality control that works. The Turkish gun industry caught up. Turkey has made firearms since 1880, over 140 years, but they couldn't crack America. Guns looked pretty, then fell apart. Not anymore. Today we count down 7 Turkish shotguns that deliver. Real performance, real value, because the truth depends on who built it and what you paid for it. Number 7. TriStar TT-15. Sporting. Every competitive shooter wants an edge. Most think that costs $2,000. The TriStar TT-15. Sporting sells for $990 and delivers performance-embarrassing guns costing twice as much. The 12-gauge comes with 5 extended choke tubes, wide ventilated rib, ported chrome-lined barrels reducing recoil, automatic ejectors kicking hulls clear, Turkish walnut with diamond point checkering, high gloss blue finish. Weight sits at 8 pounds. Some complain about heavy guns until they shoot them. Weight helps drive muzzle through targets smoothly. The momentum works for you. The gun tracks steady through crossing targets without wobble. Light guns feel faster in the store but bounce around on the range. The TT-15 settles into your shoulder and stays there. That stability matters when you're shooting 100-target rounds where fatigue sets in. The 28-gauge version is one of the most accurate over-unders many testers handled. The TT-15 fits most people without adjustment. Natural point of aim translates to broken clays. TriStar guns point naturally at this price. The length of pull works for average shooters. Drop at comb feels right. Cast is neutral enough for both left and right-handed shooters without modifications. Quality control improved dramatically over 5 years. Early TriStar models had rough chambers and feeding problems. Current generation fixed those through better metallurgy and tighter manufacturing. Users report thousands of rounds without issues. The action stays tight. Number 6. Mossberg SA-20 series. Mossberg imports few Turkish guns. Most are American-made. They only put their name on guns meeting standards. The SA-20 met them. The SA-20 brings light recoiling 20-gauge to affordable semi-auto platform starting around $500. Multiple configurations, hunting models, youth models, tactical models. Gas operation softens recoil significantly compared to pump actions. Weight runs light at 6 pounds. Anyone can shoot it. Kids, smaller adults, recoil-sensitive shooters. The 20-gauge is manageable. Gas system softens it further. All-day shooting stays comfortable without developing a flinch. Chrome-lined bore resists corrosion. Synthetic stocks handle weather abuse. The guns point naturally with good balance. Magazine holds 4+1 for 5 total. The action cycles smoothly with proper ammunition after break-in. Run heavy loads first, then light target loads cycle fine. The SA-20 fills a real market need. Entry-level semi-auto that works reliably. Perfect for new shooters wanting something that cycles automatically without complexity. Great for anyone finding 12-gauge too punishing, but still wanting a semi-auto. Youth hunters growing into shooting need a gun that fits now with room to adjust as they grow through the included shim kit. The gas system means less maintenance than inertia guns, fewer parts to worry about, simpler operation. Mossberg backs it with their customer service network. Parts availability won't be an issue. Warranty support exists. That peace of mind matters with budget firearms. You're not gambling on fly-by-night importers who vanish after a year. Mossberg has been around since 1919. They'll be here tomorrow. For $500 from a trusted American brand, the SA-20 represents smart buying. Number 5. Weatherby Element. Adam Weatherby personally vets Turkish factories. He sets standards high because his family reputation rides on every shotgun. The Element inertia-operated semi-autos prove that works. 4 models available starting at $599. These guns proved themselves in Argentine dove fields where subpar semi-autos die. Thousands of rounds in dust, heat, humidity. The Elements handled it, cycled reliably, shot accurately, came back for more day after day. Guides in Argentina now recommend them because they've seen them work. That's the ultimate endorsement. Guides see every brand of shotgun imaginable. They know what breaks and what keeps shooting. When they tell clients to buy Elements, that speaks volumes. The inertia system stays cleaner than gas guns. No gas ports to foul, no piston to gum up. Simpler mechanics mean fewer failure points. The action stays clean after hundreds of rounds. Maintenance intervals stretch longer between deep cleanings. The bolt uses recoil energy to cycle through a spring system. Fewer moving parts than gas systems, less that can break or wear out. That simplicity translates to reliability in the field. Weight stays reasonable at 6.5 to 7 pounds. Chrome-lined bore resists corrosion. Drop and cast adjustment shims customize fit. 3 to 4 chokes included depending on gauge. Fiber optic front sight glows in any lighting condition. Breaking in period exists, but that's physics with inertia guns. Run 50 rounds of heavy loads first. Turkey loads or 3-inch waterfowl magnums work well. Then it cycles everything from skeet loads to 3-inch magnums. After proper break-in, the gun handles the full range without hiccups. Weatherby offers 5-year warranties. Been in business since 1945. They'll exist in 10 years when you need parts. That longevity matters with budget to mid-tier guns because so many importers come and go. At $599 starting price, the Element competes with guns costing $900 or more. You get proven inertia system, quality materials, Weatherby backing. Hard to beat that combination. Number 4. CZ Swamp Magnum. This gun won't win beauty contests, but it wins where it counts. Reliability, versatility, durability. The CZ Swamp Magnum costs $1,109 and handles everything. Turkey in spring, waterfowl in winter, upland in fall, clays in summer, one gun year-round, available black or camo, 3.5-inch chambers on 12 gauge. Shoot anything from light target loads to heaviest waterfowl magnums. 5 extended choke tubes included. Swapping chokes without wrench in field. Tang-mounted safety easy with gloves. Weight-forward balance helps swing through targets. Factory-installed sling studs unlike most over-unders designed for upland hunting. The action uses sliding locking bars above ejectors. Less bulk than many over-unders. Slimmer profile feels good. Automatic ejectors throw empties clear for fast reloads. Chrome-lined bores handle steel shot without pitting. Barrel regulation stays consistent. Stock dimensions fit most shooters. Length of pull 14.5 inches. Drop at comb 1.5 inches. Fiber optic front sight visible in any condition. Dawn, dusk, bright sun. Always there when you need it. CZ'd reputation improved with Turkish guns. Early models had issues. Partnership with Huglu fixed problems. Quality control tightened. Materials improved. Current guns work reliably and hold up to hard use. Full power 3.5-inch loads generate recoil in 7.1-pound gun. Physics demands it. But you have that option when hunting snow geese. Dial back to 3-inch for mallards, 2 3/4 for doves and clays. The gun handles them all. For $1,109, you get versatile tool doing everything well. Not prettiest at the club, but when everyone else carries different specialized guns for different seasons, you show up with one. Number 3. Stoeger M3000. The M2000 started it around 2001. First Turkish shotgun seeing widespread U.S. use, had to overcome reputations for being cheap and unreliable. The M3000 proves Turkey figured it out. Stoeger is part of the Benelli group owned by Beretta. The M3000 uses Benelli's inertia system under license, same operating system as guns costing twice as much. Difference is the M3000 costs under $600. The Chevy to Benelli's Cadillac, 3-inch 12-gauge only, barrel lengths 24, 26, 28 inches, black synthetic, camo, and walnut versions, works as dedicated duck gun, backup bad weather gun, all-around shotgun for someone wanting in without huge investment. Weight sits just under 7.5 pounds. Much concentrates forward because return spring lives on magazine tube instead of buttstock like Benelli. Bulkier forend contains the spring, but advantage is the spring is easy to inspect and clean without taking the whole gun apart. The weight-forward balance feels different than other inertia guns, less lively. But guns that feel awkward sometimes swing perfectly in the field. Joe Genzel from Outdoor Life made one of the best shots of a waterfowl trip shooting the M3000. 2-for-1 double on crossing teal. The gun was on target when it mattered. Reliability requires proper prep. Stoeger cakes guns in thick packing grease for shipping. You must wipe it completely clean before shooting. Failure to clean the grease causes cycling problems. Clean it properly and the gun runs. Skip that step and you'll have issues. Not the gun's fault. User error. Some M3000s experienced spring failures in shell loading gates, turning them into single shots. Stoeger warranty covers it, but shouldn't happen on new guns. Quality control misses things at this price. Most M3000s run fine for thousands of rounds. Some don't. That's the gamble with budget guns. Stoeger's market position is working man's gun. No shame in that. You can abuse it without worrying what you paid. Drop it in mud. Bang it on boat gunnels. Scratch it in brush. At under $600 you won't cry, and it'll probably still work when you clean it. That's the appeal of affordable, reliable tools. Number 2. Weatherby Orion. The original Orion shotguns were made by SKB in Japan. Those guns built legendary reputations for reliability. When Weatherby resurrected the Orion name in 2015 with Turkish manufacturing by ATA, many wondered if quality would match. The answer turned out to be yes. ATA is one of the better Turkish factories with modern CNC equipment and solid quality control. Weatherby oversight ensures standards stay high. The Orion has all features serious shooters want. Automatic ejectors, 3 interchangeable choke tubes, chrome-lined bores, high-end Turkish walnut with clean wood-to-metal fit, no gaps or rough edges. The field version carries MSRP around $1,000 with street prices lower. For those who dislike Weatherby's high-gloss finish, a matte blue version exists. The Orion Sporting sells for $1,099 and adds clay target features, 4-way adjustable comb, ported 30-inch barrels, extended chokes, fiber optic front bead. Weight runs around 7 pounds balanced between the hands. The forend has unique pregnant guppy shape from pump gun styling. Some love it, others hate it. Function isn't affected once you adjust to it. The action copies the Beretta 686 design, which is proven system Beretta made successfully for decades. Sliding locking bars, mechanical triggers, non-automatic safety, all features serious shotgunners want. The triggers break heavy around 6 to 6.5 pounds, heavier than ideal but acceptable for hunting. Some have gunsmiths polish parts and install lighter springs, dropping pull weight closer to 4 pounds for about $50. Users commonly report 2,500 rounds or more with no issues. Some reported broken ejectors after 4 years. Parts availability becomes a concern. Weatherby covers warranty issues, but what happens at year 6? Major brands stock parts for decades-old guns. Weatherby and ATA might not maintain that level of long-term parts support. The Turkish walnut is gorgeous. Grade A wood with diamond point checkering. Available barrel lengths 26 or 28 inches in 12 gauge, 26 inches in 20 gauge. Both offer 3-inch chambers. Users report the Orion shoots flatter than expected, forces some to adjust technique. Once you adapt, the gun crushes clays. 25 straights become common. One owner reported 72,694 rounds through his Orion Sporting across all clay disciplines. Still running strong. That's Italian gun longevity from Turkish manufacturing. Price to performance ratio is excellent. You get 80% of Beretta 686 performance for 40% of the price. For most shooters, that math works perfectly. The Orion does everything a $2,500 gun does for less than half the money. Number 1. CZ-1012. The torture test that changed everything. 5,000 rounds without cleaning, without lubrication, 0 malfunctions. That's not supposed to happen with any gun, let alone a Turkish semi-auto selling for $645. But the CZ-1012 did it. 10 years ago, no Turkish autoloader could have done that. Today, this one makes it look easy. Built by Huglu in Turkey and distributed by CZ USA. The partnership brought quality control and engineering that works. CZ's reputation rides on these guns, so they made sure manufacturing met their standards. Inertia operation like Benelli and Franchi. Lower maintenance than gas guns, no gas ports to foul. Higher reliability in dirty conditions. The action stays clean when gas guns would foul. Simple mechanics proven over a century. Available in 12 gauge, only with 3-inch chambers. 28-inch barrels with ventilated ribs and single white beads. 5 extended chokes included covering full, improved, modified, improved cylinder and cylinder. Everything you need without buying additional chokes. Turkish walnut stock features some geometric angles not everyone loves aesthetically, but wood quality is there. Also available with gray receivers, bronze receivers, or full camo. Black synthetic models for hunters wanting something weatherproof. Weight runs around 7 pounds. Felt recoil stays mild because spring system is designed well. Doesn't slam your shoulder like some inertia guns. Comfortable to shoot all day. Controls lay out sensibly. Crossbolt safety. Large trigger guard. Everything falls where hands expect it. The gun cycled absolutely everything during testing. Light target loads, 3-inch magnums, steel shot, lead shot, slugs, all fed, fired, and ejected flawlessly without adjustments. Pattern testing showed good results. This gun just works regardless of what you feed it. Price starts at just $645. Incredible value for this performance. Less than many pump actions, way less than other inertia semi-autos. Benelli M2 costs over $1,500. Franchi Affinity around $1,000. The CZ-1012 delivers same performance for less than half. Wood to metal fit is clean throughout. No rough edges. Everything feels solid and well engineered. CZ reputation for quality carries over. They wouldn't put CZ name on it if it didn't meet standards. The 5,000 round test proves engineering succeeded beyond what anyone expected from a Turkish gun. CZ backs it with their dealer network and customer service. Parts availability should be solid through CZ USA. Customer service responsive. Warranty honored without hassles. These details matter as much as the gun itself. Buy from established brands with infrastructure. You get help when you need it. The 1012 proves Turkish guns caught up. Modern CNC manufacturing. Proper engineering that works. Quality control that catches problems before guns ship. All at prices regular shooters afford. This is what happened when Turkey invested in technology and American brands demanded results. This gun changes the conversation about Turkish shotguns. You can't call them all junk when this exists. The CZ-1012 does what expensive Italian guns do, for a fraction of the cost. That's the promise of Turkish manufacturing finally delivered. 7 Turkish shotguns that actually deliver. The TriStar TT-15 breaks clays at half premium cost. Mossberg SA-20 brings budget reliability with major brand backing. Weatherby Element survived Argentine torture tests. CZ Swamp Magnum does everything in one package. Stoeger M3000 proves working guns can be affordable. Weatherby Orion matches Italian performance at Turkish prices. And the CZ-1012 fired 5,000 rounds without cleaning. The country matters less than which factory built it. Acus builds quality. ATA delivers. Huglu improved. Hatsan matured. These manufacturers invested millions in 5-axis CNC machines, ISO certification, quality control with computer measurement. The results show in guns they produce.